this is in the lives. I think. I mean, in the video on demand. I don't think it is. Sorry, I just have nothing to start with. So I always say like YouTube takes an indeterminate time to actually start the video, and like sometimes it's like right away, and sometimes it's like in 5 minutes. Not 5 minutes. That's extreme, but it can be like 2 minutes. I think it started. I'm drawing Artemis the cat because the full moon, and Artemis has a moon on their head. This is some Sailor Moon stuff. I never really watched Sailor Moon. Hey, Douglas Day. Welcome, Arnie. How you guys doing? I'm drawing Artemis the cat. I watched Sailor Moon a little bit. And then I've gone back and watched a lot of it as an adult. But it was the first anime that was like on American TV at all. So, oh, that's great. Great to hear. I'm doing pretty good. Oddfoot and I, we got our calendar job in. So we are working late. I'm surrounded by stacks of paper because we're collating and punching and oh, that reminds me, did you keep track of your hours? Um, and then assembling these calendars. We need 500 by Saturday or by Sunday, but Saturday we are working at a craft fair, so we won't be able to do any then. But fun.
We have one done.
We've one done, yeah, but we do a lot of the pre-work. And then we do the... So do you guys know this about Sailor Moon? I don't know if anyone's into Sailor Moon, but the newer versions of Sailor Moon are made from an old print that has basically been just like out and about, the scans that are available, and that got uploaded to the streaming service. And because of that, the film has turned yet like shifted to the pink range, to the like pink and red range. And so it's much pinker than the original. Like it's basically as if you put a big pink filter over the whole thing. And so some people, to them, that's the Sailor Moon that they know, because the first time they ever watched Sailor Moon was from these prints. And to some people, they're like, what the hell happened to Sailor Moon? Why is everything so pink? Like, it used to look much more realistic. So there's drama about that. Some people really want it fixed. Some people are like, keep your hands off, keep your dirty mitts off my Sailor Moon. The first anime I ever saw, besides Sailor Moon and Ranma and One Half, was, which I'm so surprised. Do you guys, if you tried to put Ranma, what is it, one and one half or just one half? Yeah. If you tried to put Ranma One Half on TV today for kids, they would freak the hell out. Like a certain subset of the population would be really concerned with a cartoon. I hadn't thought about that really. Oh, thanks, Elite. Ooh, Elite V Woman. Nope. Elite TV Woman. Nice. Thank you so much. Hey, Max Labos. Thanks. Yeah, we're doing Artemis from Sailor Moon. Bendy. No, I don't know Bendy. Oh, I'm sorry. It's always sad when cats wear away. Wait, Bendy. Is it a cartoon cat? Like an evil cartoon cat? I'm just having memories now. Because I think I do know. Yeah. I do know Bendy. Do the ground there. All my childhood cats have, well, I say childhood, all my cats that lived with my mom have passed. And that's sad. Why did I get this paw so weird? Why did I say Pa? Like he's my dad who lives on the farm. Yeah, I did a creepy pasta cat. Oh, okay, okay. Bendy's not a cartoon cat, but it's like a 40s or 30s what is it called? Like rubber hose animated. I think Cuphead did amazing work for bringing back classic animation, which is great. Like, oh wait, what do cats say? What do cats say? Hey, Kachukan, Kachan kudos. Yeah, Artemis. Wait, this might be Luna. Which one's the white one? Artemis. It's Artemis. Yeah, so we're at the office again. Still no internet. We'll probably be like this for another week and a half, 2 weeks maybe. Something like that. But by mid-December we should be back home. Oh yeah, Japanese cats actually say Nian, right? Yeah. Yeah, let's do Luna. I mean, they look pretty much identical except they're black. Were Luna and Artemis, I'm trying to remember my Sailor Moon lore. Were they humanoid that got turned into cats? Or okay, let's do an Artemis. We'll do Artemis facing the other direction. And we'll give him a different pose, I guess. Or sorry, we did Artemis. We'll do Luna facing a different direction. And a different pose. There we go. Man, okay. So someone texted, "Where are you?" It was my mother-in-law, which is weird because there was no reason for that. So then I just have that, is it Blink 182 where they're like, "Where are you?" I just have that stuck in my head, just that little part of it. And it is obnoxious. Okay, they do have human forms. Okay, okay, okay. I was thinking I remembered something about them having humanoid forms. The cats are the best part of that. I loved that part because I really like Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and that also has a talking cat. And I was like, I think I just like TV shows with talking cats and strong female leads who don't know what's going on. The first anime I ever really liked, because I didn't know, like it, Sailor Moon. Oh my god, yeah, that's just what it's like. That about me. Oh yeah, Spotify Wrapped. Yeah, I got a YouTube one, and it told me they said I was curious mind, and I mostly watch science and math um, breakthroughs and pop culture breakdowns. And I was like, oh, that sounds right. That's like I'd watch either one of those right now. You figured me out, YouTube. Oh yeah, posts are so hard. Like people don't see posts. I make posts and like YouTube's like, we showed it to 5 people. You're welcome. I'm like, okay. Like what? Anybody who subscribes to me? No, nobody who subscribes to you saw your post. That's genuinely what YouTube is like. I don't know why posts are like that. It's so strange. And then for a while, it was showing it to people not. If you had a poll, it was showing it to so many more people. I don't know. I don't know. A lot of people think a lot about like how YouTube shows things to people. Italo Brothers. Ooh, I don't know. Yeah, yeah, Marnie. I think that might be if you want your posts to get a lot of um is his face I can't remember their genders. I think Luna is a boy, right? Or has a male voice actor. Yeah, I think it might be to genuinely like post in community server things. The new community subsections. I don't know what it's called. I'm bad at doing YouTube. Oh wait, are his eyes different shaped? Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Luna is a girl. Okay, okay, my bad, my bad. Oh yeah, I knew that because Artemis. No wait, are they just both? I'm getting confused because of Sabrina's cat. That's who I'm thinking of. Sabrina, the teenage witch. I think his eyes or her eyes are more flat bottomed, like this one, less like this one. So I'm just going to erase that. Hey, sacrifice era. I'm in my sacrifice era right now. I am drawing Luna from that famous anime Sailor Moon. Gosh, my brain was like really struggling there for a while. I was trying to think like how is this body shaped? And then I was like also talk, do both. Talk and figure out the body shape thing. And my brain was like, "Nah, bro. I'm going to do just the one." I'm just winging it. The body shape. Oh, I love this pencil. This is ooh, red eyes. This is I might have another one, but it's going to be slightly different. Oh, I don't today. I must have left it at home. Yeah, Graph Gear 500. This is a 0.5 millimeter. So the leads are a certain thickness, and then I use a 2B lead, which I really like. Really, it's a like a black lead. Usually you have like a number 2 pencil is 2HB, and this is just 2B, which is a darker 2 blackness scale. Okay, that's pencil. So like number 2 pencil, sometimes it's just called an HB pencil. And then most pencils are either H or B, and that's hardness and blackness. And they move away. You can get this most any place that sells good pencils will sell. Who sells mechanical pencils will sell these. These are very very like
Yeah, I've seen them at Staples.
staples. Some of them. Ah, yes. So this is a mechanical pencil. This part of it, this metal tip is it's for graphing, drafting and stuff. So if you get like a letterer, you can use this. This part will fit inside the like lettering guide. But then also if you use it on a ruler or something with a straight metal edge, do I have one right here? I know I see a ruler all the time. I'm in a print shop. So here, I'll use this straight edge. And you use something with like a straight edge, the pencil can rub up against that without damaging itself or anything like that over and over and over again. So this is like a lead sleeve, and it's for doing drafting work. Oh, that's awesome. A shark a day is great. Black tip shark, yeah. What's a good? I love doing blank a day challenges. They're hard, but they are fun. And it feels great when you complete them. When you're done. That's true, but what's a good shark? You got a suggestion, Oddfud?
The shark hammerhead.
Oddfud says hammerhead. I can type it in. Graph Gear 500, Pentel 0.5. One more of the major Catholic holidays. Ooh, Sharkmas, yeah. Yeah, we used to celebrate. So I'll do Luna's Eyes Red. We used to celebrate Christmas very strange. So I grew up very Catholic. Like we went to mass a couple times a week and twice on Sundays. That's real. That's not even a joke.
Not even a band name.
And so we did Christmas, and then we had Advent leading up to Christmas, right? And then we had Christmas. And then we had the day the wise men showed up, which is it's Little Christmas. It's January 6th. I don't know why.
You know, think that it's actual Christmas. Christmas is when Christmas.
So we would start celebrating Christmas on Christmas Eve, and then we would celebrate Christmas until January 6th. That was how my family celebrated Christmas. And before that, it was Advent, which was like boring, which is all about like observing Christmas in a more religious sense. And so like it's really weird because it's sort of the opposite of how people celebrated Christmas, especially now, but even back when I was a kid. Like you start celebrating Christmas the day after Thanksgiving, and then Christmas Day happens, and then you're done. Like, so I always would put our tree away. Like I learned you put your tree away, you get rid of the tree on Little Christmas. That's when you take it down. And you leave it up until then. But like basically everywhere I live, they're like, we will take your tree away either December 26th or December 27th, and that's it. And otherwise you have to get rid of it yourself. And it's like, but it's supposed to stay up till Little Christmas. And they're like, no, you're a weirdo. So that's how I found out I'm a weirdo. The tree takeaway guy. This is pretty. God, the more I talk about my childhood, the more I'm like, man, it was weird. Like, no TV, Little Christmas, St. Francis's Day.
You're making that up.
What is St. Day? No, we celebrated St. Francis's Day, but I can't remember. Till midway through January. Yeah, yeah. Oh, thanks for stopping by, Kukuchas. We'll do Artemis's green eyes after. I just... Ah, poor Luna. Looks all mottled because I'm bad at coloring in with the black pencil. I'll make sound effects. That helps. We gotta just do the scribble color. Otherwise, we'll be here all day. And we're not. This is just for us. Ooh. My glove is not working too good. Oh, guys, I want to show you. We did the Christmas cards for the craft fair. Let's do Artemis's eyes. Swing, swing, swing. Oh, so pretty. Yeah, I totally agree. Oh, that's great. Tiny ducks. Tiny ducks for Milady. Do they have... Never mind. So, I think some of you were actually there when we did the actual drawing for the Christmas cat who was making a mess. So this is the finished card. We also colored a lot of it live on the stream. But then I went back, I did a lot of finishing touches, lit the lights, set it up for a Christmas card, and there we go. So we sell these at the craft fair. So we have a craft fair coming up Saturday, so I needed them all done. And then I also did these. I don't think I shared these on the stream at all. But I did a bunch of seahorses with a Christmas hat. Just a few different colors too. This one's probably my favorite. I don't know. I like them all a lot. I couldn't choose. That's literally why I made so many. Thanks for the emojis. Yeah, I was here late last night because we don't have internet, so we need to send the files over. So I brought my desktop computer over and set it up, and then I was doing all this work on the seahorses because I had to... They were completely unfinished. All I had was a pencil sketch yesterday. And so I had to put the Santa hat on them, do all the color work. But yeah, we should actually put them up on Etsy this year.
Yeah, well, at least put them up on, if there's a way to put things up on Patreon, we'll do that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, maybe this will be what we finally inspires us to make a Patreon, and then we can put up the Christmas cat cards on Patreon, and then I think we can do that. All right. Yesterday, did you guys hear yesterday we were drawing all those crazy monsters? We drew these guys yesterday. Okay, yeah, I thought there was variants of Siren Head. This is Gregory. He eats TVs. And the Hello Monster. He really disturbs me. Just the idea of this guy following you around in the dark, just saying hello. Hello. He starts whispering. He's really intense about it. It creeps me out. This guy creeps me out every time. Oh yeah, we should definitely stickers. That's a good idea. We've done stickers a few times for other things, so it'll be fun to make them for. Oh my God! I just thought of. Hang on, I got it. We're doing this. We're doing this. We're doing it. It's happening. Yeah, that makes sense. Like modern day. Oh, modern day cryptids, like or giants, right? But what if it's like how does hang on. Ugh. One time the power went out in New York State. This was like gosh, years and years ago. And it was like out for like 9 days in the middle of the summer. It was really terrible. It's I guess famous.
20 years ago now.
Is it 20 years ago? Probably more, really. Jesus.
Yeah, maybe more.
Way to be old people. Anyway, it sucked, right? There was no school. It was summer, and that's how school works. But there's also nothing to do. And I'm trying to what is it? Vitriola?
The
Victrola?
Victrola.
Victrola. I'm trying to look up what a Victrola looks like.
Like the record player.
Yeah. So anyway, my friend had her grandfather's old Victrola record player in the basement. Yeah, I should check out some analog horror. I've not done that. And so we had this like the Victrola that was there was just this like big cabinet, and the speakers and everything were inside the cabinet, right? So these were like the speakers. And basically I learned later that these speakers were literally just like giant like this, like these like giant horns that were hooked up. There's no electronics. That's why it worked so well. Hooked up to the needle that sat on the Victrola record, which is not quite a record player, but it's very similar. And then it like bounced on here and made a membrane move and played all these speakers, and we didn't know these were behind. And that's how like old it's the same as when you see in an old timey cartoon, the like big horn thing with the record on the dog looking down into it. That's probably one very specific cartoon. Ignore the dog part.
Oh, they're like the dog, the shaggy dog with the in front of his eyes.
Yeah, the shaggy dog. Okay, I'm gonna write this down. You're both telling me the boiled one. I gotta do it. Let's see. I do like horror. I have been like shying away from horror a lot lately, and I don't know why. I think ever since I got married, it's harder to. Anyway, so we found these old records. You know, records. They were Victrola. They weren't quite records. There's some other format before records. It was like if CDs. There was like 7 different types of CDs. Anyway, and we put it on, and we were listening to it. We were in the basement. It's super hot, so in the basement it's nice and cool. And we have no idea what these records are. We're pulling these things out of sleeves. They're from 100 years ago back then, so like super old. And we put one on, and it's like, keep your skirt down, keep your skirt down, keep your skirt down, Marianne. And it's like, what the hell is going on? And it's just like, it is literally like some old timey guy slut shaming his girlfriend. It is crazy. Like, it was really funny because my friend and I don't remember if we already worked for her or if we both, the friend who had the Victrola in her basement, or if we ended up working for her a little bit later. But we both ended up working for a Marianne for like, I don't know, like at least, like I worked for her on and off for 15 years. My friend worked for her for a good 5. Hey, Saddam Ali. And she was like, the song could have been written about her. I don't know. She was fine, except like she wore a lot of see-through clothes. It was inappropriate for a toy store. Anyway, so I was thinking about Victrola head. I think that would be funny. You guys play any instruments? I played guitar for like years and years, and then my guitar stopped working, and I got it repaired like 5 times, and it never started working again. And they kept saying it would start working again, it just didn't. And then my options were like buy a new guitar or don't, and I never did. And so now I don't play guitar anymore. But I think about it a lot. I thought we would try to make this one like walking toward us. Ooh, euphonium. Oh, cool. Concerts are nice. Piano. Yeah, piano is great. Yeah, every Siren Head is canon makes like totally checks out. Like that makes perfect sense. I have to look up what a euphonium is. Euphonium. The computer is so far away from me. Are you guys seeing my face when I try to type? You got to get the rolling hills. That's how you know it's a Siren Head because it's gigantic. There's rolling hills in the background or in the ground.
Can I ask you a question? Did he bring any antacids?
Yeah. That's literally why I went home. The only reason. Everything else was extra. Dinner, soda. Psh. Oh, cool. What's a euphonium? Have you heard of this instrument?
I've heard of it, but I don't know what it is. My brain's.
It's a brass, it looks like.
Everything I think of is.
It looks cool.
I always think everything's the glass harmonica.
I love a glass harmonica. I want to learn to play. What's the theremin and the glass harmonica. People say the glass harmonica makes people crazy. I'm down for that challenge. Let's go. I want to play It Drives Me Crazy. Ooh,
Yeah, so it's like a tuba, but it's not big.
ooh, mini tuba. It looks cool. I don't know. It looks like I guess a lot of brasses look like this, but this one is neat.
Mm-hmm.
It's got like a lot of
Syracuse.
yeah. I got this eraser is getting lost in the sauce. There we go. We'll what I do is I cut this down and then I cut this down and then it still works exactly the same. It's just smaller. But I just took it out. If you take it out for too long, or if I take it out for too long, I always end up breaking them. The pressure's too much. Yeah, I kind of play piano. I learned how to play piano like multiple different times and was like always okay at it. Like I could learn a song, but I wouldn't be able to continue to play that song like later. I definitely couldn't like improvise, although on a guitar I could. Okay. So we got the wax disc. I'll put the needle on. I think that's good. I'm trying to think like what these horns looked like. Okay, we'll get a nice big, we'll have it pointing at us. That'll make it a little bit easier. Oh yeah, we'll have it. It'd be like, and then this part. Oh, cool. Arnie says they specifically play. Oh, hey, pansexual gender bender. Welcome. They specifically play the treble clef 4-valve euphonium. Brass instruments are crazy. So it sounds like a trombone, but brighter.
Oh, I love a trombone. I love how unbright a trombone is.
Wah, wah.
Yeah, brass instruments are so weird.
Yeah, like saxophones.
Like how many?
Like just some guy just made that up.
Yeah.
And then what's the sousaphone? Some guy just made that up.
And they're all the same instrument, right?
I mean, I guess to be totally fair,
Horn.
somebody just made up all the instruments. But still.
Yeah, I guess like all the strings are the same instrument
Oh, for sure.
too.
I'm not like, oh, really? You play the viola? That's so quirky and different.
Yeah, because it's called violin, viola, violoncello, and bass.
Yeah. Like the saxophone of the string instruments is the guitar. Like I can't get this horn that I'm working on to look right. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. Oh, here. Does that help a little bit? I might have to abandon this horned. Well, let's finish off his weird body. Ooh, bass and orchestra is Barry Saxon Band. So I was in chorus, but Oddfa did orchestra. So you know.
Violin, violin.
And then I did theater, like plays and stuff. And then she was in the pit orchestra. And
Two.
what did we do? We did Anything Goes
You're in Anything Goes and Leader of the Pack.
and Leader of the Pack. And then I wanted to do another one, but I couldn't. Like there was a time crunch.
Yeah, because you were in Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. That's the one I wanted to do, but I couldn't.
And then I wasn't in pit orchestra for Oklahoma either.
Yeah. It stunk. Oklahoma would have been fun. It's one of my favorite musicals.
But I was in pit orchestra for South Pacific. And you weren't in that.
Oh yeah, I wasn't able to do. I was only able to do theater towards the end of school because my grades had to be good.
Yeah, there's too much going on senior year to do Oklahoma.
Yeah. Well, and I had to work.
Yeah, you had to work and I had to babysit.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Frozen, the play. That's great, pansexual. Good luck. I assume you tried out. That's good luck. That's great. Oh, tomorrow. Yeah. That's awesome. Congratulations. It's so scary to try out. I was so scared. And it's weird because I was like a very social, very like, but I don't know. Trying out scared me. Oh, nice. Good job. Marnie finished her hammerhead.
Oh, nice. I don't know that many sharks. I
Yeah.
know great white head.
You're gonna have to learn some
Okay.
sharks.
Whale shark.
Whale shark. I was thinking about whale shark.
You drew one.
What's the shark that bit? What's his name? Richard Herring. Not Richard Herring. Could you imagine it was Richard Herring? Richard Hatch.
Oh yeah. What kind of sharks are those with the little black on it?
Oh, I bet you that's the black tip, the one Marnie drew yesterday.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up. Yeah, I've heard people call sharks the like puppies of the ocean, and I see it.
Yeah, I feel like I know more whales. There's like beluga, sperm, blue. Maybe that's it. Maybe I know the same amount of whales.
Gray, humpback.
Oh, humpback. That's what I was trying to get.
I guess they don't know. Well, it wasn't easy to look up. I was trying to see what kind of shark bit Richard Hatch. So we watched Survivor, and there was a guy who was bit by a shark.
And then he bit it back.
And he bit it back. Bye, Pan. Welcome. Thanks for coming. Oh yeah, I don't know what this guy is, but I like him. It is crazy that before we understood how to turn sound into electricity, the best way to transfer it was literally just acoustically. So they would just build pipes and you would just listen. The happy man. He's not happy. Yeah, checks out. All right. Pop, 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 pop. What am I thinking about drawing? Oh, so I was thinking about... Oh, hi, Alistair. I was just listening to a local radio show. So I'm visiting my hometown for work. And they have... since I lived here, they have an NPR station that's local, like run by... It's not even the local college. It's the local college closed down. It's like the local TV company. And so they're running the NPR radio station, and like it's doing pretty good. They had tried to do a local NPR radio station a few different times over my lifetime, and like they always failed. The closest they ever got, they were trying to like actually start. They were like booking shows and like scheduling. They were working on the schedule and hiring people to do, or getting volunteers to do radio shows. And then like some quirk in the registration of the license, and then somebody else wanted the license, the broadcasting tower. I don't know. Like the people in radio can be crazy. And so it shut down. It ended up shutting down. But now they have one. Oh, that's great. That's pretty cool. My cousin, he worked at a very, very local, very small radio station in Missouri. and he loved it. He talks about it all the time. And then I always thought that I would enjoy it. I was the reason I know about the old radio show was because the old radio station, the NPR one that didn't work out, was because they were asking me to do like a science news recap show. And I thought that would be fun. I read the science news already. I could talk about it for an hour. Oh, cool. Yeah, my family, my cousin and my uncle moved to Missouri. Uh, gosh, like 25, 30 years ago. And they just left, but they lived there for the whole time. Although my cousin, he's lived in New York for quite a while, but his parents they just left. Oh, well, thanks for stopping in, Alistair, while you're on your break. That's neat. That's really cool. We've drawn a Victrola siren head. So I don't know. That's what it is. And we were talking about how like different types of sound recording. And I was about to talk about how they found an even earlier sound recording than they thought before, and they actually started playing one. Yeah, so Siren Head is like this giant cryptid, like modern, um, what is it called? Like creepypasta, modern cryptid, where it's usually like those World War II era, like tornado sirens. They're sometimes used as, and then it's like a monster made of like wires and sirens and telephone poles, and it strolls the countryside at night in the fog. And so that's a siren head. But this guy is like, I was thinking how funny it would be if you did that siren head guy, but instead of it being like this modern, it's like a Victrola. It was like a 1900 siren head. Or I say 1900s, that's a long time. Like an early 1900s siren head. But yeah, they found a recording that was done on a cylinder or a piece of paper that was covered in smoke, and then a guy recorded it by using a needle and scratching into the smoke, the soot rather, the vibrations of his voice. And he saved this like piece of paper basically. I forget if it was coated in something. And they just recently were like, oh, this predates Edison's sound recordings. And they figured out like they could play it because you can like scan the sound wave in and reconstruct it. And so you can go listen to that. And it's pretty neat. I think he's saying like Baba Black Sheep or something. I can't remember off the top of my head. But I love going back and listening to those old sound recordings, like some of the original sound recordings. Like that guy didn't even, there was no way to play that back. That guy, like, he knew he was recording his voice, but he had no way to know, like, how or when anyone would ever be able to play it back. I think that's neat. Like, that's what made Edison's sound recording so important, is like Radiohead. Yeah, yeah. That is pretty good. Yeah, we'll do a Radiohead. We'll do that one after. Like walkie talkie head. Man, so I always think about like telephone wires and stuff as being pretty modern, like the pylons and stuff. But I was looking at old photos from, I can't remember if it was a snowstorm or a flood. I think it was a really bad snowstorm from like 1905. And there was just like a bunch of telephone poles like downed. And it looked, except for the way they were dressed, the buildings, the roads, it looked very modern because everything was covered in snow. So, and like everyone was really bundled up, and then there's just like telephone poles knocked over, and I was like, what the heck? This glove is not working today. Usually it keeps me from smudging too much. I should use a slip sheet, but
there's no paper here.
yeah, there's no paper here. Yeah, let's draw something totally different. I do not know what. I'm just making lines. Let's turn it into something though, huh? It looks like a person's face. It kind of looks like, this kind of looks like a bolt. Like, thank you. Yeah, 1930 Radiohead. What would that... Okay, now I'm trying to think. Like, what did radio towers look like in 1930? Is this like... Is this the era of Marconi? So it's like... Marconi, rather. So it's like that giant... Wasn't it Tesla? Tesla was trying to build a radio tower that would be able to send signals directly across the Atlantic, but it was like as a Tesla coil. So it would basically like send like actual like electric signals like directly across, like basically lightning through. Oh yeah, you're totally right. That kind. Like thinking radio sending outer. What is that? Transmitter. But yeah, radio receiver. That's better. I built the crystal radio. It was dumb. Like, cool idea. Really neat, actually. But the process is just like, you're just following dumb. Like, I don't know. The kit was strange. Ooh. So yeah, if we do like the head. So what's also neat is these old radios often had like vacuum tubes and stuff in them too. So we could do kind of like a little bit of both. So you have like the speaker cover. And then like this part down here. There was old radios, so I sometimes when I'm bored, which is very rarely now, but used to be common, I would troll the old Library of Congress and Google book scans, and sometimes you can find like what am I saying? Old magazines, right? And those old magazines would have advertisements. Like there would be a lot of other stuff going on, but some of them would have little advertisements. And you would get these, shark bag clips. That is pretty good. I bet you that's, I wonder if that's such a good idea. I wonder if it's already done. Like big clips that look like shark teeth. Okay. So this would have been like the home version. Let's do, like you said, box radio. And then what about like when they're sending the signals out to like the troops? Okay, this is kind of like a box radio, right? But it'd be... So in one of those old magazines, I found an advertisement for a radio that ran on gas. It was a propane powered radio. I'm trying to remember because it's so strange to me. And it worked. It worked by like the heat difference, the temperature difference. Yeah, what do the old antennas look like? I'm just thinking about ones that are like pshink. Yeah, it worked. It kind of like a Stirling engine works on temperature difference. So these old radios got like worked these specific ones that ran off gas because like tons and tons of houses just didn't have electricity. We didn't reach 50% electricity in households in the United States until the decade between 1940 and 1950. And until then, like more than half of houses just didn't have electricity. And so there were these these gas powered radios. It kind of does look like a TV. We'll get there. As I was thinking also, we could do because a lot of TVs were based on radio design, right? It's very interesting. Interesting to me. Because they were like it's like a radio but with vision. Don't let the Marconi do you wrong. I don't know. Did people call it the Marconi? When I was speaking in that weird 1930s voice, my brain just filled in Marconi instead of radio. And I don't know if that's weird or wrong or right or right. Winx. Oh, Winx. I haven't watched Winx. Winx. They're like little baby dragons, is that right? Am I making that up? Tomorrow I should be streaming, yes. Oh. Yes, tomorrow I should be streaming. Saturday, probably not. But I'm gonna try. It's just not looking good. I have a lot going on Saturday. Yeah, so there used to be like an expression. It was like open the window, the radio's not working. I don't know this expression personally, but I have heard people talk about it. And there was an assumption that like they thought that if you opened the window, the radio signal would get in your house more easily. But it actually seems like that it was one of these gas powered radios because they would get quieter and quieter in a warm room, and it would have to be cold in order for them to really work good. And I don't know, I think that's just weird and interesting. A little bit of both. one of those like vacuum tubes. I watched this old TV show. I should actually watch more of this. I love this TV show. I stopped watching it just because, like sometimes you watch a million hours of something and then you just, even though you haven't finished it, you're kind of just done for a while. That's me. Um, Called What Line. It's this old show from the 50s and probably the 40s. It's a very early television show. It's shot in New York, filmed in New York, in front of a live studio audience. Gosh, now I sound like them. And basically, you had this string of um, contestants like famous people, varying degrees. A couple of comedians, a journalist, a rich woman, famous. Oh man, I would love to participate in Shark Mess. I could participate one day maybe, but I I do not have the time right now. But we could draw a shark. Let's draw Alistair's profile picture. Let's see what it is. Go channel. I need to get my soda.
Listen, I want to make sure you know you don't have that much time.
Oh, okay. Got about 15 minutes and then I have to go. Sometimes I sound Welsh. I don't know why I think that's funny. So I'm gonna do a speed draw of Alistair's Christmas Alistair. I've only watched the first episode of Has Been Hotel, so I'm not great. I don't know the characters, but it kind of looks like something like this. Got a little. I think we're missing some of the personality, but does she have ears? Eyebrows? No. Where am I going wrong? Yeah, I'll definitely participate one day. I'll draw another shark. I'll do a shark probably we'll do a shark with a Christmas hat sometime soon. Yeah, what? I got 15 minutes. What should I draw? What do I draw when I draw by myself? I don't even know. I draw these little cartoon characters that I like.
Oh, a syrup bottle and a waffle.
It's real.
Yeah, I found a drawing that you made that was a syrup bottle and a waffle. It looked really good. Little cartoons, though.
Oh yeah, sometimes I cartoonify just like regular objects. I was a big fan of, well, I wasn't a huge fan, but there was this comic called Milk and Cheese when I was a kid. And I thought it was crazy. It was a little crazy. But I thought it was crazy. Like, I thought I was really impressed that somebody could, basically it's an anthropomorphic milk and cheese, right? So, and they're evil. They're evil AF. And it's like a single serving carton of milk. I actually have no idea what it looked like. For anyone who's new, I have aphantasia, so I do not have a visual memory or imagination. Usually it's fine, but sometimes it's confusing for me. Wait, how does this work? It doesn't matter. Let's give it a little, like, straw. That's how you know he's evil. Use a straw.
I hate turtles.
Yeah. This is the same elephant that has a sister. This is Stella. And then her sister is Steffi. We'll draw Steffi. Steffi's a little shyer. Why am I having such a hard time? These two sisters, I have drawn more than literally anything else. 100%. It's not even close. I have drawn each of them every day for like 3-4 years. I think I've only missed like 3 days. And like I've definitely drawn them more than once, most days anyway. But I was in the hospital a couple times. I didn't draw them then. Not the whole time I was in the hospital, just a couple times. And then just like a couple random times where we were traveling or exhausted and I missed the drawing. This is the older sister Steffi. This is younger sister Stella. Stella's born on Christmas, so it's almost her birthday. Hey, welcome back, Elite Woman 6. Elite TV Woman 6J. Thank you, Douglas Day. Thanks for stopping in. Or thanks for being here the whole time. You didn't stop in. You were here. We're about to be over anyway. And you've been here the whole time. I've been here the whole time. You guys watch Dropout? Great. It's the only streaming service I pay for. I love it. How would his legs be? This is the part that always confuses me. When you're working on something 3D and you have to like figure out where their legs would come from or their arms would come from, so you don't like get it weird. Once you've done a character long enough, it becomes pretty easy. But to start, I'm always like drawing through like the X-ray vision drawing, like make sure I'm getting it right. Like I think I messed it up on this guy, on this arm, because the X-ray vision would say that side is there, so this should be here. Yeah. So it'd be more like that. That's what the X-ray vision says. It's nice to have X-ray vision when you're drawing. Man, it is getting late because I am acting weird.
Yeah, it's time to go home. 8 minutes.
I'm so close to 600 subscribers. I know it's the holiday season. And then there was this guy, and then there was cheese. I don't remember what cheese looked like at all, but I bet you he's just like a wedge of cheese. I love a good wedge of cheese drawing. This is not a good wedge of cheese.
You passed 600. You got 602.
Oh, it's so nice. One of the first things I drew over and over and I really practiced was cheese. I don't know why. Ow, ow, ow. Awesome, Alistair. Cheese is amazing. Have a good hosting day, hosting job. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Don't make it weird. Man, I love cheese. Thank God. So I'm lactose intolerant and it's bad. It's I get so sick. Um but I can eat cheese. Small miracles. So I need it needs to be a lot of lactose because I know there is some lactose inside of cheese, but it's not that much. So I'm okay with it works out. I'm sure if I ate a crap ton of cheese, it would be a problem. But like I can't even eat a spoonful of ice cream. I stopped eating ice cream like 3 or 4 years ago. But I never had to stop eating cheese. So that's lucky. This guy is suffering. He is suffering from uh, an existential crisis. What? How do you spell conscious? Conscience. I have no idea. Yeah, it it is not. It took me a long time to finally admit it because I like a lot of like milk foods, like macaroni and cheese. Another favorite I used to eat all the time. I can't eat. Uh, Ice cream. I used to have a spoonful of ice cream. That was like my go-to random dessert. And it was perfect because I literally was happy with a spoonful. And so it was like really nice. Oh my God, I love this cheese guy. I'm going to color in cheese and then I think I gotta go. But yeah, I found oat milk. Oat milk, um, it's like oat milk, soy milk is totally fine. I don't I don't even remember what the difference is anymore. Like I know I used to be like, oh, it's very particularly different from regular, but now it's just regular milk to me. I don't know. And then ice cream was still a bother. Like there was no ice cream that seemed good. Uh, there was some oat milk ice cream. Oatly came out with an oat milk ice cream a couple of years ago, and that was like okay, but it was still like I'm eating oat milk ice. It didn't seem like ice cream. The texture was a little weird. The flavor was fine. The flavor didn't bother me at all, but the texture was a little weird. But I recently had Breyer's oat milk ice cream. Seems perfect. Like it just is ice cream to me. The texture's great. Hey, Fuki Boo Boo. Fuki Boo Boo. Good name. Good name. I drew existential cheese. I really like this one. I've been really enjoying the weirdo streams lately. I think that's just what they're going to be for the next little while. Because just because that's what I only have time for is the late night weirdo streams. Yeah, existential cheese crisis, exactly. All right, I'm just going to go over the things we did today and then I'm out. We did existential cheese crisis and mean milk. Lovely. And then we did Victrola head. This was specifically a Douglas Day request. Not a request. Collaboration. We did Luna, Sweet Cat, and Artemis. Yeah. All right, thanks guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for 600 subscribers. Freaking awesome. Like stoked, genuinely stoked. And I should stream tomorrow. I hope so. If I can squeeze in any time at all, I will be here. Bye. Oh, let me switch to cheese. There we go. Oh, bye.